What's going on, everyone? It's Friday. It is Friday. I got a long weekend ahead of me. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. We'll see. Might get a little bit of relaxation or a lot of work. Probably both. I'm going to try. But today's Friday. We're going to have an awesome show tonight. Of course, it's an Ask Me Anything. We should have some blazing speed internet. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, I almost got scammed by Netgear. I don't know. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's get this intro going so everyone can get their seats and enjoy the show. See you guys in 3 minutes. I tell you this every show. The camera needs to be on channel 2 so they can see me. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Chris. He's my Ernie. He's usually in charge of the switcher. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is Friday. We're going to have an awesome show. I am just excited about this internet. I upgraded the modem. We got a Netgear C7000 paired with an RX, 29 router and something else downstairs. But we upgraded the internet. Also, we got 45 megabytes up and, well, 1200 supposedly down. But we don't need all those megabytes. Sounds like wasted information to me. I just want to see how the internet works. If my audio glitches and all that other kind of fun stuff. And if it doesn't, it's going to be great. And I'm going to tell you about my experience because, man, it was a lot of work. You know, if you want to upgrade your internet, pay someone to do it. Just because, man, I ran into a few quirks and, you know, a little bit of research, a little bit of help from my friends, and Yeah, we had to call an IT guy here. We had to call an IT guy. I forgot to pull that up over here. I actually have it on my phone here. The IT guy working on my internet up here because I had it downstairs, but I wanted it up here just so I knew where everything was. And there he goes. He's been in the field for 23 years, and you know, he did everything. Literally fixed my connections on the outside and the inside, even upgraded the connection from my coaxial that I bought at Walmart. Said I don't like it, fixed it, and of course you guys gave me a $50 super chat to give him for a tip, and I gave it to him before he left. He tried telling me no. I'm like, listen, this is from the guys. So I'm hoping this internet works. It's got to work. It's got to work, man. Wanted to show you guys that, though. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me see. Oh, I'm doing stuff here. What am I doing? There we go. RGA, lots going on behind the scenes lately. You know, Chris just takes advantage of the switchboard because it's like right beside him. And yeah, there's always stuff going on behind the scenes here. You know, just, man, putting everything together. I got a lot of other things too coming for the amp dynos. Other than the resistive loads that I bought, I actually picked up some switches. And I conferred with Mr. Robert Hi-Fi Vega because I thought about it, but I'm like, man, that's a lot of current going through a DC switch. And he made that video recently about doing his amp dyno with switches, and I'm like, hey, how much current can we do? Can we do this? Okay, we can do this. Okay, it's not going to blow up. So I bought some switches so we can do some amp dynos live, and I can do every single resistive load I want to do. 4 ohms, 2 ohm, 1 ohm, whatever the situation is on the fly. It's going to be awesome, and we just need more amp dyno videos. I got a lot of amps from you guys. Cornut sent me a few, 2, Bubba sent me 2, and I had, Scott sent me 1, and we got more to go that I already had to do, and I just kind of threw it to the wind, you know. Amp dynos, you know, if you just do them all the time, it does get a little repetitive, but, you know, with the live streams, it kind of took over everything, and I kind of want to get back into the amp dynos. I mean, we've done it, we got the equipment, we got the power supply, we got everything else, man. What's going on, RGA? Appreciate you hanging out, man. It's awesome that you're here tonight. I like having you here, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got Dub Team. What is up, Dub Team? Mr. Harris, Mr. Paul Harris. What is up? Thank you for tuning in. Man, over here, that is an old shoe rack. I talked about it on the Rolling Thunder show. By the way, it was great with Scott and Jake and our one and only David Koslick joined in, and it was an awesome show. Got to talk about a lot of things. But if you look over to the left here, that's kicker spool wire, okay? But that's an old shoe rack. It's an old shoe rack, and I'm like, that would be perfect for a spool of wire. So I have it all, like, you know, like a car audio shop. It is great. We got 1 gauge, well, 1/0, 4 gauge, 12 gauge, and 16 gauge, all kicker wire, man. I'm kind of upset about the one, though. Bryson or Oakley threw it down the stairs, and yeah, it got a crack on it. But you know what? It does its purpose. It's OFC, and it's tinned. William, thank you for tuning in, man. Hit the like on your way in. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for always hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Shane, come on, Andy. You can do it. You can do it. Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys. Oh, Deviant has arrived, so the show can start now. All right, I guess we can start. What's going on, everyone? It's Friday. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for tuning in, Deviant. Gotta have fun, man. You know, you do these shows all the time, and it's like you want it to be 100% serious. You want it to be fun, and, you know, you gotta have that mix, you know, and that's what we do here. William, I don't know how I skipped this one. Hey, hey, hey. Living loud with Andy. Friday late night for the win. You're a rock star. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much, man. I thought you forgot. Thank you. I love that. I love it. We got Fry Now TV up in here. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Shane Brittman. Appreciate you guys. I know I got a funny story about Netgear. God. But I'm going to wait till everyone gets here, because it feels like everyone gets here around the 20 to 30 minute mark. Y'all be eating too much popcorn. Oh, man. Hey, Andy's live. I gotta watch that. Chris Vera, what is up? Thank you for tuning in, man. Hope you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in a while. I see you in the chats and stuff like that. Hope Best Buy is treating you well. What the heck, cable rack? Yes, man. We've been having that sit down in the living room doing nothing. It was holding literally no shoes, no nothing. We got a new shoe rack. And I'm like, dude, that would be perfect for spools of wire. It's literally perfect. Screen got a little bright there. I don't know why. It's like the white balance. I already messed with the ISO. Anytime I wear white and then I got the screen right beside me that's white, it likes to do that. But I don't want it to be too dark. It happens. SJC, sup my brothers from another mother's. What is going on? Thank you for tuning in, SJC. Yeah, we got the internet going pretty good, man. It was just a lot of hoops, man, between bridge and Wi-Fi and router and IP mode for the second router and just getting everything working. And then QoS with, you know, it was holding me back because I needed to update that. Even though I got brand new internet with faster speed, the QoS was holding me back, which is crazy. That is definitely doing that thing again. I don't want it to do that thing. Let me know if that's too dark, guys. That's on my 40 frames, 40 shutters, 40 frames per second. Well, shutter rate's 40. I know, I'm surprised Bobby B is in here. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you, man. You know, it's just trying to use things that, you know, we ain't using. And it's like, that would be perfect. It would be perfect for wire spools and just, you know, you could put a few things here and there. It's got an angle, which is kind of perfect because the 0 gauge and all that kind of literally runs right on those other ones and they kind of spin. So it's like literally a perfect kind of setup. I love it. I love it so much. Let me turn this off just so I know that I have my camera. Yeah, because I use my camera here. Boom. I like having the iPhone as a camera just because it's very versatile. And I can just kind of prop it anywhere. But yeah, here you can see the little rack right there. It's pretty cool, man. Okay, so that's either all in or not. Okay, we're just going to do that. That's fine. No casual slow zoom. I see how it is. Maybe I can. I swear I could. Yeah, I can. Right there. Come on, man. Anyway, there's the rack right there. And it works perfect, man. It really does. It really does. Really does. Thank you, SJC. Thank you, everybody. This guy's got like an audio shop in his room. I'm still looking for that 10 cents I lost weeks ago. You know, if it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be happening. I'll tell you that much. And it's just ease of access, you know, of always doing different amp dynos or rerunning speakers, rerunning wires, and just having everything up here. I don't really do too many installs, but I got a few going on with my own car. So that's going to be fun. And I'm going to be, you know, just like how I was last weekend, coming up here, grabbing a few things, bringing it down, but bringing it back here so it stays and it doesn't get messed up. My garage, you take it out there, you never know where it's going to end up. Phoenix Audio, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that you're here. Got a few of the originals tuning back in. Appreciate you guys. Cedric Davidson, thank you for tuning in. This guy is always asking me questions about Kicker, L7X, amp wiring, installs. I wish I could do them. I just don't really have the time anymore. This is what I do. And thank you for tuning in, man. If you have any questions, literally drop them down below here. I'm live every Tuesday and Friday, and that's why I do this. Help you guys out and have fun along the way, literally. All right, let me see what else. You could just call me Fry. I'll just call you Fry instead of Fry Now TV because I always say that backwards. What is going on, Fry? I love it. I love it. Stormy Young, thank you for tuning in. Hello, everyone. Dave Bradshaw, what is going on? In-car review. Don't know about you fellas, but it's Friday night. I'm about to hit the road and beat the block up. Have a good Friday, weekend, whatever. Thank you for tuning in, man. And you know, we're supposed to have some pretty decent weather coming up here on Sunday. You know, I miss the days. I mean, I still do within reason. Just driving down the road, going full tilt boogie with both the windows down, or all four in my Pilot. And Friday nights are fun, especially when it's nice and warm. We've had some crazy wind and rain. It's been insane. Blue face smiling. Sounds like Cookie Monster. Johnny 5. Or John K. Oh, my neck. What's going on, Cedric? Stu. It's like every Pittsburgh Steeler tight end, you know, Heath, Muth, Stu. Deviant already knows. What's going on? What's going on? We got Larry Keller. What's going on, guys? What did I miss? You didn't miss too much. It's just Friday. We're hanging back, and this is why I wait a few minutes to get to the meat and potatoes, because it's not even meat and potatoes. It's just it was crazy what I went through. It was kind of crazy. If you watch Scammer Payback or any kind of scammer video, that happened to me, and I almost lost $150. Let's just put it that way. Not fun. Thanks, man. Jay Lee, good evening. The hoodie is dope. Thank you, man. Kicking it with Andy. I did the front. Dub team did the back. Check it out at livinloudwithandy.com. You'll find my merch store on there. I lowered all the prices too, so I make literally like $2 on these hoodies. Just so you guys ain't paying a bunch more, man. I'm not in it for the money. I already make money from doing these live shows. If you guys want to rep my clothes and have good stuff, I like this hoodie better actually than the older one because this is the premium. The other one isn't bad. It's nice. You can wear it around the house, but it's not very thick. This one's an actual nice, thick, heavier hoodie. Actually keep you warm. I know hoodie season's almost over, but not really. We got at least 2 more months of hoodie season, I feel like. And at least in Pennsylvania, it can go all year round. I will tell you that. Stubaroo for the win. We got a super chat. I can't scroll. I can't mess that. I'm so far behind. I'm so sorry, guys. Baba with the $20 super chat. Psst. Look both ways to whisper. Dave Koslick sent me. He said to say, hit the like, thumbs up, y'all. I know Dave he's rocking it out in his basement or his living room, wherever he's got his Sir Vega stacked speaker giant home audio system. I know he wanted to test on the drywall to see how strong it is. And, he's usually here telling us to hit the like. Bubba, thank you for being there to let everybody know. Smash the like. It brings more bass heads here, man. Thank you so much, Bubba. Love you, buddy. I know Bubba sent me something else too, and it's coming tomorrow, man. I am really excited. I got to figure out a case to use it because these are special amps, and I already have one spot for the other one. And I'm gonna definitely do an amp dyno, maybe not full tilt boogie and load it all the way down, but just something and more of like a let's talk about what this amp does and show all the specs, because this ain't no normal amplifier with a couple potentiometers. No siree. Thank you again, Bubba. And then Cornut, the Caboose, OG, need to build a new wire and loom rack. Dude, that's literally what that is, and I think it's so cool because I never had one. And I can even use it for, like, the smaller speaker wire that I buy at Walmart. But I got 400 feet of kicker speaker wire, 16 gauge, and then 150 feet of 12 gauge subwoofer wire. And then I had 100 feet of the 4 gauge, but I used about half of it. And I got all 50 feet of the 1/0, and that's for Kayla's car. The 1/0 is for Kayla's car. But I need some of that speaker wire as well for my Street Series speakers to go in there, man. It's going to be crazy. We got Blake up in here. Thank you for tuning in, Blake. Appreciate you guys. Blake was tuning in on the Rolling Thunder, man. If you guys aren't already, go subscribe to the Rolling Thunder. If you like my live shows, it's a little bit different, but we're always hanging out, having a good time. And make sure you subscribe. Deviant, I don't want to know. Oh, 4 inches in your 12-inch storm. I thought you were talking about something else there, man. Yeah, I heard it's snowing down in, what is it, California or something? Like crazy. Like, what? And it's just, there's something coming, man. Weather's here. The wind is here. The wind is here. It's blowing my car puller all over the place. I had to tie it down with some, a battery to hold it down. It's just a tent, really. RGA with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, RGA. You know what? I think that's your blooper reel. I think that is your very first super chat. Thank you, RGA. If you haven't already, that's awesome. If you did already, double awesome. Thank you so much, man. Love you, buddy. I'm just happy that you are back into the scene. When RGA starts posting a bunch of videos on his YouTube, go check it out. He's back, and he's back for good. Had a show the other week, I missed it. You know, Sunday is like a hit or miss because it's like Saturday I'm usually doing something, and then Sunday it's usually more family oriented. But I was actually just in the garage all weekend, so it didn't turn out too well. But I did watch 2 hours of that show out of a 5-hour live stream. I mean, give me a little bit of credit. I love what you do, man. Thank you for the super chat. Cedric, when you have kicker system hoodie seasons all year long, when you have kicker system hoodies season all year long, you know, it really is, you know, and especially nighttime, you know, it gets a little cold out. And you always throw that hoodie in the car in case you need it, hanging out at a car audio show or just a car show, whatever your tea is. I can't wait to see if you can get me louder. I know you need to come by, and we're going to wire his CXA 1800.1 down to half ohm. He has 2 kicker L7Rs, L7Rs, God, blah, blah, blah. L7Rs and a custom box that I built for him almost 2 years ago. It's been a while, man. He's already doing like a 44 on like 600-700 watts, and we're going to see if we can get him a little bit louder. What is going on, Garrett? Can't wait until summertime. You know, summertime is coming. It is coming, man. It's already March. Happy March, everyone. Glenn McPherson, I got your email again. Man, if you guys have any problems with your giveaways from either my Kicking with Andy or Kicker Unmasked, just email Social at Kicker. I can't do anything, honestly. It's all Sandy and Bill, mostly Sandy. And from what I understand, she's just kind of behind in getting them out. If you guys won, you're going to get it, but always keep an eye out for that email. I don't know why it's so far behind, but I could just imagine, man. Kicker is always working on something. In Sandy's office, it's pretty big, man. She's working on a ton of different things, not just Kicker Unmasked. So, and all the merch that you see, it has her stamp of approval, man. So I hope that they get it out to you as soon as possible. But don't worry, you guys can message me, and usually I just say, you know, email Social at Kicker, just so you know what person to talk to at Kicker quick, and you're going to be on a list where they can actually get to your email and reply back to you and get your information figured out there. It's just cool that they do that, and yeah, it happens. It's a little bit behind sometimes. Drive mode activated, driving around town. Nice. Be safe, SJC. Thank you for listening while you're driving. Sorry for missing the after show. I'm here tonight, though. It's okay, Cornet. You know, the after show after the Unmasked show was kind of like let's just do it. It's all good, man. Let's see. Stay safe. What's going on? All right, cool. I feel like everybody's here that's going to be here. We got 45. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I do want to talk about how I almost got scammed. That was pretty crazy. Matt Stark, thank you for hanging out with me, man. Snowed in West Virginia today. Wow, that's crazy. Wait, William, you're only in West Virginia? Man, I go out that way. We need to link up, bro. Jeez, you're that close. By the way, your Bluetooth bass knob it's killer, man. It's doing great. We got CM bass enclosures. Where is he at? I see the tags. I don't see him. Let me scroll down here, see what else I missed before we get to the story. It's not that crazy, but it's kind of like, man, I almost got tooken. It was bad. Deviant. Did Andy just say Walmart? Where's the Walmart bid build video? I'm still waiting for the car to get inspected. It's still down. Good old Kevin Hunter's. As soon as it gets back, I'm starting on it. It's got lithium in it, man. It's ready to go. It's going to do great. It's just that car, the alternator was so small, you know, to get actual decent results of a normal person's car that they would put that in. Yeah, we got to put a little bit of lithium in there. Ronco 160, thank you for hanging out. Third snowstorm this week. It's supposed to start soon. That's crazy, man. It seems like the weather is just really bad everywhere. Just windy, and it's coming. It's coming. It's like the eye of the storm. All right, so anyway, yes. Thomas Van, thank you for tuning in. I can't wait until motorcycle season. What do you mean? I am still ready. I think, what was it, like a week and a half ago? Yeah, I drove that thing all the way out to, Route 22. Where was that? Not Johnstown, but it was like halfway to Johnstown. And it was about a 45-minute ride there, and then hung out with my other mechanic for my motorcycle. I try to do it as long as it's pretty nice out, man. I will ride the bike. Gotcha, Glenn. All right, so anyway, to my story, Tom Williams. I gotta say hello to you guys. Tom Williams, I can't wait to meet you, man. Thank you for hanging out. Mr. Vega is here, just here for the story. You know, the story, let's just get to it. All right, so. Oh, wrong camera. Netgear. Okay, you see this? This looks like a total legit website, sort of. Okay, like you can buy stuff on here, and it's not Netgear. And the more I looked into it, it's called Router Universe Netgear Authorized Dealer, and it's in the smallest, low quality picture of Netgear that you could think of. But on a cell phone, you really can't tell. So let me get into it. I got the new modem, and I called Xfinity, and I was having a lot of problems of just literally getting the modem to work with my Xfinity internet. I called Xfinity, and I told them, hey, you know, I want to get rid of my modem. I got a new modem. It's a Netgear C7000. I want to hook it up. And they're like, okay, da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, everyone is from overseas, every single place I call. So I'm like, all right, well, what do I do? Do I do this? Oh, don't worry, we'll get it. And then I'm telling them I can't get the password to work. Like, I was having problems on my end. So then she was like, something about, oh, are you satisfied with your call? And I'm like, I guess. So then I hung up, and then I'm getting ready to go to work in like an hour, mind you. So I call Netgear, okay? It wasn't Netgear. I just typed in Netgear phone number, and this is what popped up. And I just went to the contact. Oh man, I keep doing that. I just went to the contact us, but their phone number is right there, okay? If you want to have fun with these people, please do. Just, you know, if you're bored, just make their day fun, because they tried getting me, all right? Literally, I call that number, and I'm talking to this guy. You know, how can I help you? You know the deal. And I'm like, okay, well, I got this Netgear C7000, you know the schmeal. And they're like, okay, well, listen, in order to activate your Netgear modem, you have to pay a subscription. Did you buy it? Well, what they did was they said, did you buy it at Walmart, Best Buy, or whatever, or Amazon? And I was like, yeah, I bought it at Walmart. They're like, okay, just because you bought it there and not like an authorized dealer, they were like, you have to pay for a firmware, firewall, bullcrap, whatever coverage, which there are real ones out there. Okay. So I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you have to sign up, and it's usually when you buy it at an authorized dealer, they roll it into the price of the modem. And, you know, he made it sound so legit. And I'm like, okay, whatever. How much is it? And he was like, oh, I don't know, for 3 years, it's $159, whatever deal. And then for 3 years, $150. 5 years, it was like $400, and forever, it was like $600-700. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just do like, I don't know, a year, and that's what, $129. He's like, no, $150. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Now, how do I pay you? Like, is there like an app? Is there like a, you know, a subscription service? I'm on the wrong camera. Is there a subscription service? Is there something that I gotta do? And he's like, oh no. You'll just give me your email, and I'll give you an invoice. And I'm like, okay. So I gave him my email. And he's like, did you get the email yet? And I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, I didn't get anything yet. I'm like, do I have to, like, well, I don't understand this. Like, why do I have to pay this? Do I have to pay now? Like, what's going on here? He's like, did you get the email? Did you get the invoice? I'm like, oh, what's this? Literally a notification from freaking PayPal. From PayPal. Like, just, I don't know if it's the same email. My PayPal and my personal email, it's the same. So he didn't even send me an email. He just sent it. He just sent it as a PayPal invoice, as friends and family only. I actually have it on my phone. I need to bring that up because it's kind of like, what? Are you kidding me? Let's see, PayPal. And long story short, I didn't pay the guy, obviously, but he tried. He tried. And whenever I was, how do I see the invoices? Yeah, this is it right here. Make sure there's no sensitive information on my end here, because, you know, this is the internet. No, there's nothing on there. Just my email. It's okay. Just don't send me an invoice. So anyway, There's the invoice. Netgear router, about this business, amount due $159.99, invoice number, whatever, security and service. And it's like already telling me, like, do you know the seller? Do you like this sounds sketchy, whatever deal it is, you know? And it's just, I got that, and that was it. And I'm like, how do I know that I'm going to, like, I'm not born yesterday. I'm not dumb. And I watched Scammer Payback, and I'm like, this does not, I even said to him, I'm like, this sounds like a scam. This sounds like a scam. Oh, no, it's not a scam, sir. You need the virus protection. You know, and I'm like, okay, so you're telling me I got to pay you first, and then you can activate my Netgear. He was like, yes, and I hung up. I hung up, and that's what happened with that. So I'm going to work, you know, I'm spitting tax. Thank God it was a store right down the road from me. And, you know, told them my story, man. I'm like, I almost got hacked, you know, like, or just robbed. Someone almost robbed me. You know, there's scammers in whatever country, and it's just crazy that it happens. And the normal person might pay for it, man. I got virus protection on it, the Nighthawk, whatever added stuff, just because, and it's $30 for a year. You know, it's way cheaper. And just to be on the safe side, because I gave this guy my IP address, my brand new router. Like, you know, he was asking me not super sensitive information, but, you know, my address, my IP address, everything. Like, dude knows where I live. He knows what computer I'm on. I'm like, I am getting something protection on this, because that was scary. Like, crap, man. And the next, or that, I went to work, okay? I went to work, and then I come back home at like 2 a.m. or like, no, we got back early. It was like 1 a.m. I get back home, and then I call Xfinity, because I get home, and I'm like, the Xfinity Comcast router is still working. Like, this is not doing anything. It's still putting out internet. It shouldn't be putting out anything. So then I call Xfinity, and I'm like, hey, you know, I tried calling earlier, and da-da-da-da-da, and before I told them the whole story, like, I got the actual old router disconnected, and then she was trying to update this and trying to get my modem working, and in the meantime, we're waiting for that. I told her the whole story. She's like, oh my God, you know, I'm like, thank you for not being a scam artist, and thank you for actually helping me, because the first Xfinity employee did nothing. Kind of going in circles with all of this stuff. But man, so then at the end of the phone call, we didn't get the internet to work, and she was like, okay, well, we're gonna send someone out. I don't know why it's not working. Sent someone out the next day, and took them like literally 15 30 minutes. Cleaned all the connections, literally cut the coaxials, putting brand new connectors on it, you know, did all kind of DBA sensitivity metering, making sure that the connection was good, and all this other kind of fun stuff, and got me straight, man. And damn, I almost got scammed. Literally almost got scammed. It was insane. All right, I know I'm going to be way far behind on the comments. When are you going to build a wall on the bike, Andy? You know, I don't think that's going to make it too wind aerodynamic, should I say? Story time. I try to keep it short and sweet. I really did. I really did. Netgear on the DNFW list anyways. I've had so many problems with Netgear routers over the years. You know, I don't know. I just feel like with being stuck with Xfinity, I don't have too many options to begin with. But let me know how the audio is working. I always watch these after, but if you guys heard any pops or clicks and me switching over, back, forth, this and that, let me know if there's any kind of popping, because it was definitely internet, not the computer. This computer is, no, it's not the computer. Yeah, right. Xfinity doesn't like you using aftermarket equipment. Always dirtbags when you call them, man. Yeah, they did not seem too excited for me to switch, because they were the first like, oh, you know, like blah, 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 blah. Like, why do you want to switch? Do you sure you don't want our top of the line one? And I'm like, I already have it. And it's just like, I need something that just works better. I'm listening to my friends. I don't want a prefab. I want something custom, because I stream. I don't need to watch 20 televisions on Netflix. I need to stream up, and I need good broadband. I just need to have adjustments of the broadband. I'm learning this stuff, man, and it's just it's a lot. It's really a lot, and I'm glad I have you guys there to help me out. Cedric, how much power can my subs handle? You know, the L7R 15s are 750 RMS pop. You know, so you got what, 1500 RMS. it comes down to just how much you're playing. You know, a clamp signal, just sine wave, full tilt boogie at 40 hertz compared to 30 hertz in every enclosure might make a little bit of a difference because of the cooling properties of how far that driver is moving. You know, just the physical moving of a driver, and how Kicker designs, and a lot of other companies too, with natural air cooling, which is, you know, the dust cap, the inside pushing, and the pull venting, whatever, you know, your subwoofer is. And that's what cools it down. So frequency dependent. And, you know, power. Are you clamping, like, are you just playing DJ Rusticals that's just sine waves and a couple kick drums? Or are you playing, like, you know, old school hip hop, or maybe some R&B and it's got some breaks into it, and you can really get away with a lot more power than you think you could because the bass isn't continuous. It's power, length, and heat. You know, it's just the distance, the time of how much power and your heat, of how that regulates with itself, and how much power your coils can handle with the type of cooling properties that they got. Honestly, if you keep your signal clean, you can play a lot more power than you think, and you learn what to play and what not to play with how much power you got. Maybe you don't want to play that song that plays that random 25 hertz note and everything else in the 40s, because that 25 hertz note, you really got to rear down, and maybe you don't catch it quick enough and you launch a cone. There's a lot of variables with power handling. That's why I was telling you, you can run the CXA 1800 at half ohm, but, you know, you're going to have a lot more power than you did before. You know, you were only clamping 600 watts at your vehicle's rise, your vehicle's peak, you know, so you could have a little bit more power and maybe a little bit less with the enclosures peak, and there's lots of variables with that. So it all depends, but you're going to see even more power because you're at 2 ohms now. You're going to be at half ohm. You're going to see double the power, I'm telling you. Now, these amps don't make 3,000 watts at 1 ohm, but they'll make, you know, 2,000 at 1 and 2. And you got the 1 ohm stable. That's perfect. So you're going to see double the power. You really are. Second, the Deco. Yes. I told you, Speedway, he was reaching out to me too, man. I feel bad for you guys. There's not much I can do other than be like, hey, Bill. I need to talk to Bill anyway, because I feel like I need to be in the loop. It's you know, what is it? Q2? It's Q2. Officially? Or do we got another month? Need update. Yes. Let me see what other comments. Man, we got 40 people tuning in tonight. I appreciate you guys. You know, it's just the group of its average people watching is just higher than it was. You know, when I first started doing this, it was like maybe 10, 15 people, and then it would be like 20 and it'd peak at 30 and then drop down, and then it would start usually ride at like 25, 30. Now we're riding pretty around like 35, 40 every show. Kicking with Andy's always lit more, but you guys usually hang out for the first 40 minutes. That's all I can ask. Anything after, I get it. I get a little bit boring. It's just car audio, right? You know, I mean, come on, how much can you talk about? Otherwise, we side jag a little bit. Thank you, Jay Lee. Do impressions on his side, just a little bit. I'm not that guy that can do, can you do Arnold Schwarzenegger? Can you do Joe from Family Guy? I don't do that. There's so many of those guys that do that. I just do random ones. The only one I can really kind of do is like Bugs Bunny and SpongeBob, but that's it. I don't play deep enough, bro. All wasted information. Man, Andy, hate that happened to you, brother. I'm just happy that I didn't lose $150. $160. Ubiquete for the win. Yes, sounds like somewhere they live. Thank you, Jay Lee. I know, man. I was nervous. Like, you seen the PayPal. Like, it was gonna happen, man. I'm like, this sounds like a scam. Cause it is. Like, I'm on the phone with him. Okay, I'm like on speakerphone. I'm like looking it up, and I like literally looked up like these kind of websites here. Man, I keep doing that. God darn it. Here, I looked up like this. There's literally a website about it. Bought new router. Wait, where's that? Scan by if you just type in the phone number, this pops up. You're right here. Started chat with Netgear customer assist and told that I would get a call. Came from a Texas Web Solutions who informed me that I had to buy a $300 network firewall from them to get assistance. very high pressure sales pitch. You know, and this was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. That's crazy. But, you know, it's these people, you know, no offense. This is what they do. This is what they do, man. And it's just, I'm just glad I'm not stupid. But, man, I love Scammer Payback. His live shows remind me of the kind of tempo, the type of, you know, I mean, obviously he's on the phone trying to scam somebody. But just like his whole vibe, I love him. And it's just like, are you kidding me? I almost got caught. I almost got caught. And if it wasn't for, you know, people like that doing those kind of content videos, you wouldn't really know. I mean, you're not stupid. You're not just going to hand somebody $50 because they told you to. But if you have no idea what you're doing, just like in-car audio, that's why I'm here to help you guys out too. And we have such a great community, and we just need to grow out. The spider webs need to go out more so we can help more people, because damn, it can happen with that too, with just people selling you, you know, junk, used equipment, or whatever the case is. Oh yeah, man, Scar's the best because and just wasting your money. Who knows what the situation is? Usually it's with like used goods or just, you know, bad buys. And Tuesday's video is going to be great just because I'm going to talk about, yes, with like wiring, speakers, ohms, impedance and stuff like that, but just like planning your system. You know, just going to Walmart and what like I told Kayla, I'm like, if you go to Walmart, what kind of amp should you buy for a kicker comp? You know, and she knows a little bit, but it's like, if you don't, you know, it's like, okay, well, that one's actually a single 4 ohm coil, and the Power Acoustics dual 2, and the Jensen is a single 4, and like, what works best for that? And there's just so many. Oh my God, I got an ad. I got an ad from them. Slow down. Slow down. They're watching the stream. They got my IP address. But it's just like, you know, you got to plan it, because you might buy the kicker or the Jensen. I mean, pretty much any amp will power them because they're pretty efficient. But at the end of the day, the other one's a dual 2 and or dual 4. The Power Acoustics a dual 4. So if you run that dual 4 on, you know, maybe just a 4 channel or the 2 channel, maybe you wire it too low and you have it at 2 ohms and it's bridged on the because they got the Jensen, they got a single channel, and I think it's a 2 channel and then a 4 channel for the Jensen amps that they got there. Ones with the Bluetooth gains and bass knobs and all that kind of fun stuff. But it's just, you know, wiring configurations. You know, like Cedric, love you, man. But that's how they kind of go by it. But I would have rather you had dual 4s for your L7Rs on your CXA 1800. You know, that prime example. You got the dual 2s and it's fine, or it's totally fine. And running it at 2 ohms, you're going to be safe, and you're never really going to. You can just go full tilt boogie and not worry about a bunch of stuff. 1 ohm, maybe you might a little bit have more worries because that's more power. And then half ohm, you're going to have more worries compared to that, just because you got to be responsible with the power, just in general. So plan ahead. And that's what we're going to talk about on Tuesday. It's going to be an awesome show. I still got to get some stuff together. And Seth not coming over at least Sunday. I got time to do my short and get some things together for you guys. Thank you, RGA. You are golden as well, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Audio sounds good and clean and clear. Thank you. Thank you, Garrick. Appreciate you, man. They already made it rain 25. You have missed the rain showers. You know what? I can't get fiber. I already looked into it. I wish I could. We switched to fiber through our electric company. It's awesome. Wait. You know what? I seen a video about there's like Wi-Fi extenders that you plug into your electricity, like into your wall, and it works as a Wi-Fi booster or whatever, you know, Wi-Fi extender. So I wouldn't be surprised your electric company's got that. I don't know if, man, I'm gonna have to look into that. Make it snow. It's cold enough, man. It's supposed to drop down to like 30 degrees tonight and just rain and wind. I'm gonna go make sure my carport don't blow over. It's a temporary carport, mind you, but my clips is sitting under it right now. Kind of scary. Sorry, falls. Yep, call insurance company, get paint job. It's crazy. Shop told me I can't handle another amp. You know, it's just, you know, honestly, man, shops are looking out for themselves a little bit, because if they sell you another CX 1800 and they put one on each amp, yeah, you could wire it at 4 ohms, and that'd be kind of ideal, really. The CX 1800 at 4 ohms each. Yeah, 900 RMS a piece instead of splitting. 900 RMS, or yeah, I mean, it's about the same as your 2 ohm, give or take. That's why I say just wire down to half ohm, because then if you go with 2 amps and wire each one at 1 ohm, see, that's the thing. You got more amps. You got to know your impedance and how ohm law works. We're going to talk about it too. So it's going to be good. And, you know, so you're going to be at 1 ohm each because you got dual 2s. And that's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. But I've done the same. I've had 2 Kicker L7 dual 2 12s. I know they're 750 RMS, but I had each one at 1 ohm. They're dual 2s too. Clamping 4,000, 2,000 watts each one, but that's at a burp. And I kind of know what I'm doing, and I'm not going full tilt boogie from 30 hertz to 60 hertz. It's just not going to last. The speaker is just going to launch itself, or it's going to overheat and die. But to get, you know, just for SPL, to get a little bit of gravy, or should I say just pour in the gravy on your woofers to get a little bit louder, it's great to have that extra headroom, man. I can't express it enough, but I don't tell people that right away, because it's like, if you just give somebody a Ferrari, they're going to drive it off a cliff. You know, you got to teach them how to drive first and be like, okay, you ready? Okay, here's some cones. Here's some cones. Yeah, it's called clipping. And stay between the lines and you'll be good. And floor it on the straightaways. Perfect example. And then once you get it down, you kind of know what your system can handle. You'll be listening for things that just don't sound natural. And that's kind of clipping, or just mechanical clipping, which is just a woofer, just can't go any further. Your box is whatever, chuffing, there's lots and lots of variables. Joe from you. Yeah, it probably was him. The scammer's name was Joe. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it was weird. Moham Noman. The name. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I gotta reconnect it. That's the only thing with the screen mirroring stuff. It takes a second for it to, if I shut my phone down, it'll disconnect. All right, there we go. Come on. No personal information on here. Okay. It's PayPal. So anyway, yeah, that's his name. Mohud Noman. Mohud Noman. Mohud Noman. I mean, we could pay him. He's just waiting for it. Oh man, that was one heck of an experience. I'll tell you that. Sean, you good out your way, sending you a DM via Patreon. Sean Mullen. I know we were going to have Sean Mullen on tonight. We like to have Sean with Rolling Thunder. That's what's great about like doing 2 podcasts in a day. It's like the Rolling Thunder is great to have more than one person on. I don't know, my shows, I've just always done it by myself, and it's just easier, and I can just kind of have more one-on-one with you guys. I know a few of you guys, Bobby B, we're asking for like, you know, just like group sessions, or like, hey, are you going to do that like Vega does? And it's like, I'm not copycat, but yeah, I could definitely do that. And I've done it in the past, not very often, and it's been a while. But, you know, that's why I like doing the Rolling Thunder, because I get that too. You know, I get that feel. And if you guys ever want to join the Rolling Thunder, man, just shoot me a message. We'll get you on there. We're always looking for more guests, and Casey's always bailing anyway. Q2 starts in April. Well, I'm really far behind. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you, man. All right, now everyone's bouncing out. It happens. Now we get that little dip at that 40-minute mark. It's not bad. It went farther. We got about 46 minutes in, and then we lost like only 3 people, which is great. And yes, smash the like button when you're out. And Thomas, what did you say here? It's a networking brand, Ubiquiti. 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 Oh, thank you for, man, it doesn't sound as bad as it looks. Ubiquiti. Okay. You know, I always know that they're down in like one town. I forget what it's called. But, you know, I'm sure there's more companies. But, right, it's insane, man. You know, I was joking around after. I'm like, man, I'm surprised they didn't make me go to Target and get some gift cards. They went straight for the PayPal, man. It's like reaching in your wallet. Hey, buddy, what do you think you're doing there? What do you mean? John, are you going live after Andy? I think Double E is actually going to go live. I don't know if John K is going to. The phone number on the website gave it away to me. You know, honestly, I am not from that area, so a 916 doesn't sound off, because it's just like, okay, it's not 1-800, but right, that was my bad. Totally my bad. Garrick, love you, Andy. Monster, the Praisinator will meet at a show in the near future. 100%, man. And you and your 4-inch coil, you're going to need some power for that, boy. I can't wait to see what you got. Jason Stokes, after you said we have 40 people watching, I went and hit the like button. Hope all is well. Guys, glad you didn't fall for the ookie dookie. Here you go. Here's my info. Man, you're telling me. I mean, he got enough info off of me, but he did not get my money, and that's all I can ask for. That was scary. You know, it's just like, is this really happening? And you're on the phone with the guy, and you don't want to be rude. You can barely understand what they're saying anyway, and it's like, what? Wait, I gotta do what? This? Really? Are you kidding me? And I even said, I'm like, I thought you're supposed to save money by buying your own router and not having to pay a rental fee. How am I saving money? Oh, yeah, you'll save money no matter what, you know, and it's like, what are you... what am I going to save? 20 bucks? There's no way. Jeez, man, it just didn't make any sense. And then, oh, I totally forgot to throw this in there. Whenever I was getting like kind of on the edge of everything, before he sent the invoice, he was like, I will give you the 5-year deal. 5 years of, coverage for the price of the 3-year deal. And then I'm like, I don't know about that. I was like, I don't think so. And then he was like, oh, well, I'll do the forever for the price of 1 year. And I'm like, okay, why? I literally said, but why? And then he was like, oh, it's just because I want to make sure that you're having your, and I'm like, okay, let's just do it. Just send me the invoice and, we'll go from there and I'll pay you when I can. I said it like that because I'm like, I just want to get because I kept saying it. I'm like, I just want to get my internet going. I want to be able to get this activated. Am I going to be able to get this activated? And he was like, yeah, you're going to be able to get it activated, but then you have to sign up for this thing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, okay, whatever, man. And I was like, maybe I'll pay it. Maybe I won't. And maybe you can just activate it and we'll just go from there. Is my sound down? What happened here? Oh. Repeat got shut off. That's weird. The other day it updated on my on my Windows Media Player. But thank you, Jason Stokes, man. It was heck of a ordeal. Yeah, we had almost 40 people again here, man. You guys are awesome for just hanging out till the end. You guys are OGs. I appreciate you guys. And I know some guys, like I ran into Diamond that Seth is actually doing a box for. And he was like, I watch your shows, man. I'm like, dude, you got to comment. You got to comment. Let me know you're here. And tune on the YouTube because that's where the community really is, man. Irvin, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you, man. Can't wait to see you this season for Team SP Loud and Mecca. Hope the system and the Sundowns are treating you well, man. Oh, man, I'm really far behind on the comments, aren't I? That's okay. That means the stream can go a little longer when I run out of things to say. You know what I mean? I just keep going and going. Dub Team with a $2 super chat from Australia. I'm poor, that's all. Love you, Andy and the crew. Love you too, man. And thank you, Dub. Man, you do amazing work, and we got more stuff coming down the line. Always. And thank you so much, and every dollar matters. And I know my super chats look like nothing, with these other guys between Baba and Dave and just, the big ballers, man. They're throwing dubs, and it's just dub. It's okay, dub. Two's a dub, right? It all matters, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. Scott Reynolds, thanks for tuning in. Mike DePoli with the 14.4 super chat. Shout out to the guys over at the 14.4 Discord. See, I just knew. I'm out, Andy. Have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in, Mike. Thank you for the super chat. Please be safe in the rain, and thank you for making it rain. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. We got Scott up in here. Hit the like. Thank you, Scott. Man, I think I've been yelling too much. Or it's that, you know what I mean? It's around that Patreon paycheck, right, David? I've been going strong for too long. All right, let me see what else we got here before we end the show. We got 5 more minutes. And after this, I got a lot of fish tanks to do. My water levels, this one's good. I just did Chris the other day. He's good. But my other ones are so low. Like, I bumped the filter by, like, the plugs and stuff, and the filter stopped working. Now it won't even prime because the water's so low. Man, I got a good ecosystem. I can go 3 to 4 weeks without a water change. Again, thank you guys for the super chats. William, dual 2-ohm woofer. Subwoofers are good if doing a amp single sub at 1 ohm. Right. And it's just, those configurations, and if you run 2, what do you do? What kind of amp? Are you on a monoblock, a 2-channel, a 4-channel? Do you bridge the 4 channels at 4 ohms? If you bridge it at 2, is it going to handle or is it going to blow up? Or should I run each single coil on each channel at 4 ohms? Can I do that? Is that a thing? There's a lot of variables with it, man. 100%. I feel like that was, one of the very first things I kind of picked up on because as a kid, I learned the hard way of, okay, if I jam all these speakers, home Sony shelf speakers, just a bunch, whatever I had, and jam them all into the left and right channel of my radio, it wouldn't work. It would just go, it would literally just pop, and it just sounded bad. And I'm like, what? Why can't I turn it up? Why is that? And then I'm like, oh, well, let me just try to dangle these positive and negatives and then put these positive and negatives in. Oh, it works. Wait, speakers work that way? That's crazy. I literally found out series by myself, all by myself. Crazy. And I had like 8 sets of speakers, all on like one Sony 60-watt radio. You know what I mean? But it had like 3 CD changer, and I eventually bumped up to the 60 CD changer. I know some of you guys had the 120s. I envied you. 60 CD changer was quite enough for me, and man, heck of a radio. It sounded good, but I feel like wiring speakers and learning what to match with what amp, plan ahead, it's going to be an awesome show. I can't wait. Let me see. Okay, I caught up to there. Okay, I'm caught up down there. Let me scroll down. I believe I'm caught up on the bottom section. There's just a lot of comments, man. You guys kill it. We get like 600-700 comments every show, and means I'm doing something right. And more people are joining, and you guys are talking. That's what we want to do. Jay Lee, those people make my blood boil, especially the ones that target the elderly. Man, that's the thing, and target. They target cards and their targets, yes. Double pun there. But yeah, right, man, it's terrible. And that's the thing, because those people, they're older, they just don't know it's a thing. And they're like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. And, when you're older, you don't want to deal with something. You don't want to fight with nobody. Here, take my money and do whatever you got to do. That's how I get with things, too, sometimes. Like, here you go, man. Just do whatever you got to do. Let me know how much it costs. Just because I want it done right. And that, and just them being just naive. They just don't know that it's a thing, and they are taking full advantage of it, and it's a shame, man. It really is. I was surprised that it happened to me. Because I get spam calls. Everybody gets spam calls. And it happened to me where I'm, like, literally trying to get help. And I was just I was getting robbed. I was about to get robbed for nothing. After I got it all situated with Xfinity, I'm telling my dad, I'm like, yeah, they booted up. I didn't have to pay for no firewall protection, man. I was going to get robbed. I was going to be paying for nothing. Blaze Experience Existence, thank you for tuning in. How the door panel's coming along? Any new picks? No new picks. It stands still since Saturday, and I showed you guys on Tuesday. Haven't got any further. I'm waiting for Seth. We did one extra coat. I think that was Monday night, Tuesday morning, and I already talked about it then. But I'll throw it up real fast here. I think I got it still. Yeah, I'm still connected. Cool. Let's do that. Oh, come on. Don't freeze on me now, phone. Don't freeze on me now. Street Series doors. This is what they look like here with the red. I would have went with a different color, but it's what he had. He's hooking me up, man. I'm getting a heck of a deal on these doors. Because you're getting fiberglass doors like this. What we're all going to do, you're paying like $1,000 for labor. Or at least $500. Easy. All day. Maybe more. Just because there's a lot of labor into it. But yeah, that was with no fiberglass on there. That's the fiberglass. I think that was after 2 coats. And everything still needs sanded down and a lot more things. But we're going to paint this. After we sand it down, we're going to paint it. We're going to primer it. Then we're going to paint it black. And I might be adding yellow in the middle. As you can see, I just made that black so you can see what it looks like black. You know what? I had another photo here of it black and yellow, but it doesn't really look that good. But I want to show you guys kind of because my editing, I just did it really fast. I mean, yellow doors would look cool, but I feel like all yellow would be a little bit much, but it might make the black pop. But I at least think maybe the inside, if we can edge it right, it would look decent. now these Photoshop skills are terrible. I'm sorry, but you know, that kind of deal right there. Just yellow, make everything look really, you know, sleek. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, at least black, you know, make it look like it's stock. I think that would be the coolest thing, to make it look like it's stock. But no, these got ST speakers and the doors. It's awesome. So that's how they're coming. Thank you for tuning in and asking, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm on it, though. I'm on it. It's like one thing, you know, at a time, doing 12 different things at once, and eventually one thing gets done. It's like when you can only download 6 things at once. I found that out. I know there's ways around it. I'm not messing with my ones and zeros. This computer runs great. Scott Dilbeck in the house. What's going on, Scott? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mike DePoli. We got Jake. Okay, so these guys are back from eating their pizza. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for, you know, having a good show on Friday, man. I love the Rolling Thunder. And Scott, I don't know if you've been, how long you've been here. I've been literally throwing the Rolling Thunder flag here for people to subscribe. So if you get any more subscribers, that's why. Suburn, sup on Facebook. Dave's there too, man. They all got back, man. I think they had a couple twisted teas between the shows here, man. Bobby B, stay safe, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, Bobby. I know Bobby wasn't feeling too good, so we're going to do the giveaway next weekend. But I do have photos of what we're going to do next Friday. Let me pull this up here before I lose it. There's Bobby B. Can't miss Bobby B. Got some things for you guys for next Friday. Oh, that's not going to work now, is it? All right, that's good enough. We got some dual input reducers from 0 gauge to 4 gauge. You know, these are great. You got to use them safely. They are conductive on the outside, but they are great. So if you want to run, you know, a long 0 gauge run front to back, and you don't have a battery in the back, or you just want to run 0 gauge into your amplifier that only has 4 volt input, or 4 gauge input, you can use these reducers. They're pretty cool. You know, honestly, I didn't have the best luck with them, but I know I see them all the time in the builds, and they work. They really do, and you get a good connection. It's better than trying to fray your wire down to make your 4 gauge fit. You know, all that kind of fun stuff. All right, cool. Let me know when you can wire mine up. I will let you know, Cedric. I will let you know. We'll get it going. We will get it going. After that story, please 911 SJC tech support first. You know, I hate bothering people. I got you though, SJC. You know, but with like internet, it's like, oh, Xfinity, Netgear. I'm just gonna call them. They're gonna help me. No, no, not at all. 6 mini disc changer. Yes, SJC and Deviant. I was talking to Deviant too about it earlier. Andy needs a new iPad mini Soundman install. Make it rain. You know, those are pretty cool. He does great work, man. And thank you, SJC. They're making it rain. Oh, we got a super chat from Deviant. I seen it up there. I was like, is that a bearded dragon? No, it's not. That can't be Deviant up there. With the 14.4 super chat, thank you, Deviant, for the Kibo search fund. He was in Discord. I don't know where he's at right now. We know we go live every Friday. John K. designed by Stu. The John K. box designed by Stu and Andy's Patreon that starts at just $1 a month. They take PayPal, and so do scammers. From Beardy and Pebbles. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Deviant. And when I said guys, I meant Beardy and Pebbles. You know, come on, man. Appreciate you guys. And Deviant, thank you so much. And Kibo, we don't know where you are, but we are watching. We are looking for you. Thank you, Deviant, for the 14.4 super chat. Appreciate you guys. I really do, man. You guys are awesome. Black is better. And, you know, if all fails, I will go black. You know, like a nice gloss or something like that. Andy's phone is slower than his PC. Facts. Oh yeah, man. It's it is. You know, it works, but it's an iPhone, you know? Any new vids coming? As soon as that bench test is ready, man, they're coming. Just trying to think of which one I'm going to do first. I know, I feel like, you know, our video's coming, and it's so hard because it's like I stream literally 3 times a week, and like to make the video and do all that, and I'm trying to put everything together, and it's just working on my own build, and it's like I can do content on that, and I'm like, I don't know, man, it's just so much. It really is. And I'm trying my best to get you guys content, but once that amp dyno is done, it's just going to be like literally flicking a switch, pointing the camera, let's go. It's going to be great. I don't have to rewire nothing in between. You know, it's going to be great, great, great. Like America, great again. Carlos Tejadea, thank you for tuning in. 15-inch JBL Selenium Tornado 15 SWT 5600. What do you think of these? I have no idea what that is. I know what JBL is. I don't know. Is that a home audio speaker? I don't know. Let's see. We'll look up JBL Selenium Tornado 15. Oh, nope. 15 SWT 5600. Never heard of that. Okay. Well, what do we got here? We got a worldwide subwoofer. Okay, 2800 RMS, 4 ohms. For that. Wait a minute. That surround, that does not look like a subwoofer surround, but it says it is. What other pictures do we got? Oh, that is not 2800 RMS. I will tell you that right now. What? I mean, it looks like it's a decent sub, though. $413, 5,500 watts peak, 2800 RMS. It's stamped on the back. It literally says it. Wow. I don't know about that. I really don't. Let's see what kind of specs we got on it, though. 2800 RMS. They cannot tell you enough. It's got 2800 RMS. More information. JBL. It's from Brazil. Well, isn't that JBL? I don't know. Condition new. 5600, 2800 watts. They're going to tell us again. I guess you can look at me over here. Am I going to be in the way? A little bit in the way, but we'll make it work. 93 dB efficiency for a woofer that has almost 3,000 watts. That is a lie. I don't even think that the L7X is going to have anything around that, and it's a 2,000 RMS subwoofer, and they are very efficient. Doubt that. That's a lie. 50 to 250. Wait. 50 hertz to 2,500. This is not a subwoofer, man. This is a mid-range PA speaker, honestly. And 93 decibels efficiency sounds more like a mid-bass coaxial component, you know, just a speaker, not a subwoofer. That 2800 RMS, that's a lie. Big time lie. Resonant frequency 51 hertz. What is this? Like the freaking 80s? You know, like no, that's a high FS with a high sensitivity. That is not a good subwoofer. Just in my opinion. BL20, I guess that's normal. I don't know. Depends. QTS 0.5, so it can work in a ported. Nope, sealed box. Both really, but either way. SD, that's just cone area. I can't even read it because it's in meters. That's weird. That's a weird way to put it. Usually it's in centimeters. I guess that would be 81 centimeters. No, that to be more than that. Anyway, VAS, VD, and XMAX, 11 millimeters of XMAX. This is not a subwoofer, man. I mean, if it is, it's a lousy one, and it's not gonna... Not lousy, but it's just not gonna be good for what you think it's gonna be. It's more gonna be like a just loud kind of PA speaker, have some bass. You see those type of builds overseas, which is totally fine. They load them in stunt walls. That's the kind of speaker. It's not a woofer. That's the kind of speaker that is. More of like a stadium speaker like you would see in a rock concert. That's what that is. That's not a car subwoofer, but you could do it. I just don't think it's going to work out perfect, but it might be enough for you. Is it worth the price point? $400 for 15, any 15 isn't really that bad. So if you like it, try it out. If you don't like it, they got a warranty for a reason. JBL's great for that. Send it back. But I think it's going to be okay, but it's not going to be what you're thinking, and that 2800 RMS, they lying to you. They are definitely lying to you. Any giveaway only in USA. Sorry, guys. Can't afford shipping overseas. What about those Canadians, man? They are upset. Living Loud with Andy. Kicker Cave for the win. Did a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of rearranging, a little bit of wire spooling. Did a lot of work, man. We still got 36 people in here. trying to catch up on the comments, and then we're gonna end it. I thought it was a Brazil product only, etc. It might be. It might be. You still got it, sir. They always run them really wow. Right, Dub? Right. Often intimidated, never duplicated. DJ Rusticles. China mid-woofer. Right. Right. No crap, it makes sound. Are they good, though? You know, honestly, what is good? What is good is kind of relative, and there's science behind it. But what is good to you? You know, I feel like that's more important, and your application. You know, if you're just trying to use this for like your everyday, whatever, you just want to be loud, and honestly, I would, you know, if you put it in a situation where it works good, like that 50 to 25 hertz range, and have it as like a mid-bass driver or a, you know, just a loudspeaker, it's gonna work. And for $400 and it's JBL, it's not gonna be bad. You know what I mean? I did a video on JBL versus Kicker versus Down for Sound, and you know, the prices, you can look at it that way, but it's just, you can buy the crappiest JBL headphones and they sound okay. They may not be audiophiliatic sounding headphones, whatever, you know, Total SQ or Infinite Baffle and all that other kind of stuff. Maybe too much bass, but do they sound bad? I'm not going to tell you, they're not going to sound bad just because. I just don't think JBL does that. They just really don't. So you're not going to buy a crappy product, but maybe you want something that works better for a car. I would probably tell you to go a different route. Something that has a lower FS, has a lower, you know, band range, where it's like maybe 20 hertz to like 300, if that. You know, like 10s can go a little bit higher depending the 10 and stuff. But honestly, man, it depends your situation. I would say they're good. I would say they're good. But drastically misinterpreted, at least in my ideas, like my opinion. Like subwoofer, I don't think so, but could it be a subwoofer in like a home audio system or a concert? Yeah, they're not playing no 30 hertz 20 hertz at a concert. Maybe they are, I don't know. I don't think so. Jason Stokes, I haven't installed in a few years. In between searching for bolts and drill bits, zip ties, etc. I took like 3 hours of my daytime to install an inverter for a microwave and etc. on the new Semi. That's a pretty big inverter to do a microwave, at least 1,000 watts give or take, probably pulling 1,200 easy, depending on the microwave. Not fun, but you know what, man? A clean install, when you're done, it makes you feel good. It's a lot of work. It's easy to just slap something together, you know, run a wire, not even run it, just dangle it. But when you make it clean, you're running zip ties, it's satisfying. It definitely is. Yeah, I think it's a PA speaker. Exactly. Does that mean it's from Pennsylvania? Make good mid-bass. Right, that's what I'm thinking. It's a woofer, not a subwoofer. Is there a difference? I guess. Because then the sub is below that woofer? I don't know. Maybe. What's a woofer? Exactly. Oh, man. Speaker go boom. Scott Reynolds, thank you for tuning in. Brazilian speakers, right. Yeah, you know, when you think of stunt wall, think of 30 of those. Those videos that you see on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook, whatever platform, you know, of these people all standing in front of this giant trailer, just loaded with speakers. And this guy's like a football field away, and like literally this screen is flexing on the camera, it seems like. And like girls' hair are kind of going, whoo, 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 like 50 feet away, 100 feet away in an open atmosphere. Those are the kind of speakers that do that. Not Sundown or Kicker. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. It really does. You need to, it's harder for low-end frequencies. It really is. It just is. The bass that you see on those videos is probably like, honestly, like 40 hertz and up. Had to throw it in there. Jeff Wallace, thank you for tuning in, man. Making doors jiggle and grown man's giggle. It's DJ Rusticles. I don't have that deep voice that he's got. I love his music, man. I literally just started. I got it downloaded on this computer. All his tracks, every single one, because I got the app and I need to put it on a flash card so I can put it on my laptop over there, because my iTunes is downloaded over there, and I don't want to move that iTunes over here. Like I wish I could, but then I would lose my whole playlist I already got. I got a nice playlist literally just for DJ Rusticles in my car. Like literally, like man, like I got these all set up. I don't want to lose that. Like Quad Box, Slamology, Try Later, you know, just songs that I'm looking for. Cookies, Windy Demos, you know what I mean? I'm going to lose that if I go to this computer and re-upload. I'm going to lose all my little tracks that I got going. You know, I got a few, man. It took a while to go through all those songs, so I just got to make a little bit of room on the old laptop. Throw it on from the flash drive card, whatever the heck it is, USB stick, and just put it on the laptop so then I can upload it onto my phone and then put the laptop back away forever. And I'll be good until I need more. It's okay, though. Well said, Andy. Thank you, RGA. RGA knows what's up with a woofer. Yes. Knows enough. He is swimming upside down. Who's swimming upside down? Me? Or, Chris? You know, goldfish are kind of dumb swimmers. Especially these ones, these fancy, they're called fancy goldfish. They get really fat. And they're the worst swimmers. They get picked on by every fish. I had one named Bubbles for a long time, and I got it off a friend of mine, and he just passed away like not even a year ago. I had him for like 4 years, and just like that, but bigger. A woofer is a dog. Yes. He's napping. He should be good, man. He looks really good. Just did a water change on him. Got a little bit of algae in the tank, but that means that your tank's running good. You know, honestly, people complain about algae all the time, and it's a cosmetic thing. Yes, too much of it can throw off pH and all this other stuff, and nitrates, nitrite, but really it helps with, it's a plant. It actually helps a little bit with the nitrate cycle, some. It's not appealing. So people say, oh, your tank's dirty. It's a good thing. Just how dirty can be bad. Living Loud with Andy, laptops and alternators. Alternator. You know it, man. Insert distorted Brazilian announcer over screaming, Vuza, yes. Bubbles McGill. Chris. Alternator. I got a high put alternator. It's like I gotta go alternator instead of like to say it right. Otherwise I'm like alternator. Alternator. Yeah, let's do that every time so I remember, right? And get a turtle and put it in ooze, then name it after a painter. 25? I want whatever you're sipping on, man. Alright, guys. I love you guys so much. I got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of fish to take care of. Tuesday is going to be an awesome show. I will let you know if I work on the clips with the Street Series doors. Otherwise, guys, thank you for hanging out, and I will catch you at the caboose. Stay living loud. See you Tuesday. Would you look at that? Oh, man. Chris, come on! That's 3 times tonight. God. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to move the switcher. I got to start looking on here, man. I'm not even paying attention. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Cornut with a $12.40 for the 12.4 super chat, looking like 12.4 volts. You know what? That's okay. I like it. With the caboose. Oh, Deviant with $1.99. Cost like SJC, Stu, Juicebox 25, and Kibo and Baba and Andy. Wait, there's one more. Jason Stokes, $20 super chat. And then SJC's coming in here. David comes in second. Oh my God. And then Baba coming in last. He said to caboose. Cornut said that's it. Good night.